Hi guys, I want to do my Make 9 wrap up for 2019. Oh my gosh, I made a lot of stuff, but I didn't quite meet what I wanted to do for Make 9. And most of that is because I had gone absolutely bonkers crazy and took my Make 9 list and said, everything has to be in plaid. Okay, I did a lot of plaid, but I didn't meet my list. So I'm just gonna go through stuff and not try it on for you because that's a lot of stuff and I don't have that kind of patience. But if you look in the post down below that I'm gonna post, it's going to have details. So probably still not me wearing them, but it will have details. So let's see. The first thing I said I wanted to do was to finish one of the sweaters that I had. And this guy right here is one that I finished. And then I spun the yarn and knit this baby, which is Felix. That's a Spring Lines up there. This is a Felix. And then I made this guy, which is a Flax. And that guy, which is a Less is More. That's the last one that I finished. I also did an Ursa and an owl, cropped versions of the owl. So the Ursa's already gone. The owl I left at home. So I don't have those to show you, but I finished a bunch of sweaters. So hooray. But none of them were in plaid. And that was the thing. Plaid. I wanted a winter jacket, and I wanted that in plaid. And I really wanted to weave for it, but that didn't happen. This is the winter jacket I made myself. You might remember this little ditty. I love this guy. So that ended up being my winter jacket. I also made this guy over here, which I haven't worn because I'm not sure what got into me. Purple's not my color, and I don't feel happy wearing it. Fits good, works great, nothing wrong with the color. I just don't feel happy wearing it, so why bother? I have enough other things I can wear. So that one I will be rehoming. And I wanted to do a flannel circle skirt, and I did make that in plaid. So this guy, hard to see. Ah. That one I completed. So there was also the pants wide legs. This was the first pair that I did. Can you see them? And they've been sitting there folded because I like them well enough and they fit well enough. There's just, the fabric doesn't flow like I wanted it to. And so the second pair, those are, I think, a new look pattern. I will look it up. These are long, high-waisted Winslows. So I love these. These are fantastic. Those are still, like, the waist was a little bit big, and I need to fix it. In all honesty, I'm probably just going to take a dart so that if I keep gaining weight like I have been, then I'll just take the dart out and they'll fit. So I talked about wanting to weave in linen, and I didn't. I did weave some plaids. I wove a bunch of scarves like this. I don't talk about half the things that I make. But this is a scarf that I made, and yep, this is using Panda Sock, just sort of a random plaid pattern. And I made a couple of them. I have another one sitting on the loom right now. I really like it. I wanted to make socks. And I'll be honest with you, I made some single socks, some more single socks, and never finished an actual pair. I did cast on for a pair in plaid. this is that pair. And that's about as far as I got. It just didn't hold my attention span as well as the sweaters were. And I did dye the yarn and have the yarn to do a plaid sweater, and that fizzled out as well. So, let's see, what else is on the list? Jeans. I didn't buy new jeans, but I didn't make new jeans, and I have some material sitting here, and I still need to make them. I'm trying to figure out what I want. Well, I did make a pair of jeans. I have a box of stuff that needs to be fixed. And these are my Jennies. And this is my, they haven't been hemmed yet. I got most of it done. They just don't sit right. They fit. They don't sit right. So I need to, and I really like this material, even if it's not plaid, but I need to fix it. So once I fix it, then I'll go back to, well, let's be honest, I might just leave them in that box for a while and work on a new pair. So I think the last thing on the list, and I'll double check it when I do the blog post, but the last thing I had on the list was blouses. And I made a whole ton of them, and some of them are actually in plaid. Let's see. So I did from Loyola, there's a tank. This is a simplicity pattern. Ogden camis, I did a gazillion. There's 4 there. There's more in here. This is a Wixton shift, which I really like. Don't really like it as a dress on me, but as a top, the top I really liked. And this has polka dots and plaid, and I'm counting it because it's got the plaid in it. And I all of a sudden just spaced on the name. I have it right here because, maybe I don't have it right here. I thought I had the pattern here because I was going to make some more soon. I do. It's the Sutton blouse. I made 3 or 4 Sutton blouses. This is a Willamette. This is a fringe, which I adjusted, and I still need more adjustments to like this, but it's plaid, and it's a blouse that I wear. I think part of it is the material. I've made a couple in different materials, but we'll see. I'm going to do one more adjusting it. This is the Ella tank from Loyola, another one of those, because I made 4 or 5 of them, which is another couple of those, another 2 Suttons, and 3 more Ogdens, and this is the Ogden cami in the plaid. So the blouses, I kind of killed it in the plaid. I did a ton of them. So I don't know. Some of the Make 9 got done, some of it didn't, and I'm gonna, after I finish filming this, I'm gonna go back and fill in my little squares, and so that I can look at it and give you guys better details on everything that I completed. I'm probably just gonna talk about the plaids mostly, and then it's time to work on my list for next year. Are you doing Make 9? I need to come up with the things that I want to make next year, and yeah, we've only got a couple more weeks of this year, so I gotta get on it. So I'm going to write my blog post, and right after that I'm going to start working on my list for next year. So tell me what you guys are doing. If you've got links to your blog post where you're doing a Make 9, go down and post them in the YouTube or post them to the blog post that I'm going to share. I want to see what you guys are doing. Maybe if you guys have your Make 9s ready, maybe I'll steal some of your ideas. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.